are the upsides and the downsides of inhabiting a real character?
I love it.
You do?
I always love it. I mean, I played a few. Ben Carson and, you know, Master Chief Carl Bashir and now OJ. And I think it's because we as actors try to find an emotional truth to the character in whatever situation you put him in, right? So you do your research and you try to get his mannerisms down. You try to get the, you know, the hair to look as much like that character. But when you connect with that character, truthfully, the audience will forget what he looks like. You know, I've said some stuff about your show. I absolutely adored it. I really did. But if I gave it one critique, and I've said this in press, is when they go to the real Pablo Escobar, I feel like they betray you every time. I finally got that image out, and I'm into you, and then they jump back to the real guy. And I think,
interesting, yeah.
I think it's one of those things where the audience will go on the truth of your journey. It's just like take after take. We, you know, Marlon Brando says that he watched On the Waterfront, and he said, in and out, in and out. And they were like, what does that mean? He's like, I was in and out, truthfully, you know, and it could have been just because of the different takes that they use. But it really is that. When we see our work, we look for the truth when we're really like caught up in it. And it took me a month and a half to shake O.J. Simpson from my psyche. It really did, because it was the darkest role that I had ever done. And yet I still am proud of what I did, even though I still feel the residual in my psyche.
Oh, see now, that pisses me off. They got the juice in handcuffs. I was handcuffed for 5 seconds. They ain't got no other footage of me.
This situation is very worrisome.
What's the lawyer say?
I don't know. I don't even know where the hell Howard is. Hey, where's Howard, AC?
I couldn't find him.
Find him, man, come on.
We've tried.
OJ,
you need your counsel.
Robert, are you a lawyer?
Yes, yeah, well, I used to be, but not criminal.
Do you think a little part of it stays with you? I mean, from every character you play?
Absolutely. And I'll go one further. On Friday after we wrapped filming, I got 2 tickets to see the Blackhawks in Chicago. A Saturday, I went to my daughter's dance recital. She's 10. My wife and I, she didn't have a ticket for me. I got upset, so I said, don't think about her. Just focus on Piper. It's Piper's day. And then I watched, and then that night got on a plane to Chicago, and it hit me. The Saturday before the murders, OJ went to his daughter's dance recital and went off. He was fucking furious that she didn't have a seat for him. And then that night the murders happens, he flew to Chicago. Now he went for a golf thing. I went to see and it was just, and
Do you think patterns like that flow you? Because we live in patterns in a way. I mean, there are archetypes that we fall into, and there's energies that we like move inside.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I believe that.
Yeah, I'm curious about it. I mean, how did you try to imitate him or to talk like him or to what
Well,
was your...
as much as I could. You know, Ryan and I had this agreement early on. I said, you know, I look like him as much as I can, but you know, I will be the actor that will give you a truth for whatever you want. So you tell me, you know, we had a shorthand where he'd say, do this take where he's guilty. Do this take now where he's frustrated because his son did it. Like, he literally talked me through. So I had to put myself in that mindset. And that was the truth that I felt was my job. And it's like, we had a videographer on the set every day, and especially when we were doing the courtroom stuff. So we would watch what we were about to shoot real time. You know, and there were certain things.
What a trip.
Like, the biggest example would be the not guilty verdict. When he did it, I have to tell a story. So, I don't know if anybody's seen the show, but my character goes through an emotional roller coaster, right? So in that verdict, he was so fucking drugged up and doped up that they said not guilty. Well, you saw how he did it when he did it. So I tried to mimic his reaction to a T. And I'm, you know, between takes, you know, you're walking around the set just trying to stay away from it. And I went by one of the actor jurors and she goes, you ain't even gonna cry or nothing. Like, she goes, Cuba, you know you got work. You better even cry. And I was like, what is you be a juror. But it was because I was trying to mimic that moment. If it was Cuba Gooding Jr. found out, I'd be like, I'd be like, I'm afraid, thank God. watching, and be sure to subscribe to more videos at The Hollywood Reporter.
This guy, get out of there, Mike. Mike, get out of there, Mike.
Makes
How about that
sense.
Coke?
Yeah.